terribly far from here. They say I'm from Columbia, but I actually live closer to Millersburg than I do to Columbia. You all know where Millersburg is. It is really nice the Chamber is having this kind of event so that voters can know what their choices are, because the choices are very clear and different in this election. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I am Judy Baker, and I'm running for United States Congress because I think we need change. I've been a state representative for the last 4 years and been working primarily on healthcare policy and budgetary issues. I have also, prior to that, worked in the healthcare industry to make sure that we raise quality and lower costs so that we can provide healthcare for all. You know, every other country in the world does it for almost half the price per capita as us. I believe as Americans that we can do better on our healthcare. And I want to take my expertise to Washington to make sure that happens. I am married. Let me get this right. Apparently this is important. 23 years to the same man who I love dearly. He's a minister of our church in Columbia. I have 3 children. One, by the way, of which Steve is 21 now, and she thinks I'm smart again. So there's hope.
I don't think she'll be there.
It'll come. It'll come. You know, you've heard a lot about change in the course of this campaign, and Lord knows we need change. And everywhere I've been going, from Miller County up through Boone County to Adair County to Scotland County, throughout the entire 9th District, I hear it everywhere I go, that we need change. I hear it in Missouri, I hear it in America. I hear the anxiety of the constituents that I talk to, the people that I talk to every single day. Missouri wants change, but it not only wants it, it needs it. We need change. I can see it on the faces of the Chrysler workers that I talk to who are worried about whether or not they're going to be able to make the payments on their minivans that they used to make, but now their factories are shuttered up in our district. I see it on the faces of, or hear it in the voices of the people that I talk to that, and there's so many of them, and this is a recurring story in many places that I go, that the parent says, I got a promotion across town, but I can't take the promotion across town because my child has what the insurance man calls a pre-existing condition, and I can't take the promotion because I'm afraid that my child with juvenile diabetes or asthma will lose their coverage. And I feel it when a mother at the church picnic grabs my arm and says, my son is returning from Iraq, and I need you to make sure that he gets the benefits he deserves and has earned. You know, I don't think that our veterans should have to fight for health care after they fought so valiantly on the battlefield. My father was a military man. I grew up 20 years on military bases, so I take this issue personally. So I'm running for Congress to bring about a whole new set of politics, not based on ideology or party, but based on the American spirit, us. What is it about us that makes us great? It's the American spirit that says, you know, we're going to quit bickering, we're going to quit hurling insults at one another, and we're going to come together and solve our problems because they're big. They're big right now, and if anyone thinks they're not, their head is in the sand. So not as Democrats, not as Republicans, but as Americans committed to health care for children and seniors and our veterans. Committed to a comprehensive energy policy, a whole new way of looking at things that includes drilling, but also heads us toward a future where we become a world leader in renewable and alternative sources of energy, where we can create new jobs, high-paying, high-tech jobs here in America and in the 9th. We have an incredible opportunity in the 9th to have high-tech jobs come to this area, working on things like, we have a highly skilled workforce in the 9th, ready to do jobs in the auto industry, ready to open those shuttered plants. If we could maybe make hybrid cars, make the next generation, and be a world leader. So there's no doubt that we can do better, and we must do better for our veterans, for our children, for our seniors, for ourselves, for our businesses, for our standing in the world. We can do better. We must do better. If you'll send me to Congress, we will do better. There's no doubt that we have a crisis in our country. And you're going to hear in the campaign in the next 4 weeks, and thank God I know you feel this, there's only 28 days left. And the country's ready to cast their vote, I think. Everyone's ready for making the decision and getting on with our future. And you're going to hear some really big differences between me and my opponent. I want you to take those seriously and think about what your future, what it's going to take to make sure our futures are secured for our children. The last 8 years have not been good for Missouri families. They just haven't. We've lost 13,000 manufacturing jobs just this year. I was just over in Centralia just a few minutes ago rolling out a Made in America tax credit because B&K, the B&K business in Centralia, makes pallets. And they need larger businesses to use those pallets. So when large businesses move their operations overseas, B&K loses business. There's domino effects when we outsource these jobs, and our tax structure right now incentivizes jobs to move overseas. And you'll hear more about that. I want us to use our tax credits to keep jobs at home. And I have challenged my opponent 3 times to agree to the same pledge as me, to say I will not take a pay raise until we have balanced the budget. It is the #1 most important thing we can do for our economy, is to balance our budget and spend only within our means and not have a deficit that is causing our economic crisis. I have worked on telehealth as well and will continue to do that so that rural health clinics have what they need. I have proposed a new veterans health care plan that makes it easier for our vets to have care near their hometown. And I've proposed health care for children. These are the things I will continue to work on for you. Send me to Congress, and I will make you proud.